Hey, what's up everyone? AceOFSpades here with another Overwatch guide. I'll be doing this one a little differently from before to see how helpful it is to you guys. So instead of just uploading a gameplay VOD, I'll be going over and explaining all the decisions and reasons I'm doing things to hopefully give you guys a better understanding of the map, comms, where to position, and how to play it correctly. So let's get into this. So for Junkertown, Orisa is probably the best main tank you could probably pick just because of the long sightlines and the pull combos and stuff that you can pull off, especially on attack. So you always want to be looking, if you're a good Orisa player, to pick her on this map. Reinhardt is not that great because since there's long sidelines, you can't really block from all the flank angles with your shield, and your shield just get completely destroyed from a distance and you'll have like pretty much no value. And Winston's not the greatest either since the sidelines are super far away. It's hard to get those jumps off onto the targets in the far back just because they are, so far away. So Orisa is definitely the better pick here. Alright, so now I'm going to be having the gameplay audio as well, so we can listen in on corporate communications and stuff like that. So we'll just be narrating now for the rest of the video. Alright, so the first thing off, you want to put a shield how I have it there in the video when there's 10 seconds left, because it gives you protection right you're coming out of spawn from Widows and Hanzos. And then the next shield on the cart, since it is moving, you want to put it on the cart. You can play behind it if you do need to while you're moving up to the second corner, which you want to be playing this corner since you can LOS a lot of the damage while you're waiting for your shield to come off cooldown. So now that we're just playing here, waiting to, since they have to do the Reinhardt, we know we just have to break Reinhardt's shield and then we can look for hook after it's broken.
I'm pulling Hanzo off. I pulled him back. He's one.
So you always want to be communicating your pulls every single time you're doing that.
Go Hog can die. I'm on there, Hanzo with you. Nice job. Yeah.
So now we're just anchoring points just to cap real quick. And then after this, we're gonna want to push up with our Hog, and once we have some people on cart. So the reason why we want to push up is we can look for those we want to hold space and make space for our team, as well as we can try and maybe get like an initial pick with a combo.
Block hook. I'm pulling Hanzo on the right. Nice.
So we went for pulling the Hanzo because he wasn't behind the shield, so it's pretty much just completely free hook.
I'm with you on right.
So pretty much you and a Hog just want to stay as a unit here. That's why I'm pushing with Calvin the whole time, because if you combo those hook and pulls together, it's pretty much a free kill most of the time. So now we're just pushing up, creating space while our healers are on point. Since they do have that Reinhardt, remember, it's just breaking the shield. If we break Reinhardt's shield, he's useless. So whenever you see it, just want to be shooting that shield.
Break this Reinhardt shield here, man. I have bongos.
And that's why we're communicating to our team to break the shield as well.
I'm just pulling him back main, so they have to waste shield. I'm gonna put a shield early. Oh, nice.
The reason why you pull Reinhardt back is because it slows him, so we can't push forward. So you can use that whenever you see Reinhardt's coming through chokes, pretty much on any map, like icon walls and stuff. You want to be looking to pull Reinhardt's back as they're trying to push forward, since it gives you more time to break the shield.
Fire says, right? Bro, this map is really good for Orisa. Like, Ryan is a throw because it's such long sight lines that Ryan just doesn't get value.
Yep, see, there you go.
Okay. Yeah.
I'm ready to pull.
I think we just cut back. I'm just gonna pull him backwards. Lower, cutting back. We might be slow to keep you up though. Yeah, I got you. Using bongo speed, Calvin.
Alright, so with the bongo placement there, pretty much we had a full shield, so we put it main so we can have the most value out of it. Usually you want to try and put it a little bit behind cover, but since they were so far away and they have Ryan, the bongo could get a full value just because they can't push up onto it, just like how they're pushed backwards and nobody can even get to the bongo in time. So it's just figuring out, looking at their team comp and seeing where to position best for your team. So we're just anchoring point, putting a shield onto the payload so we can move with it.
Be careful. He's on our
Whenever you're snowballing the point, you always really want to look to put a shield on the payload, just because it will push up with you and hold all the space you're trying to push. So we're just looking to pull him off card and do some damage, and
We kept.
they see 9 a little bit by getting pressure too far back.
Let's go, dude. Look at this, 14-0. Let's get it, boys. Let's get it. I just came from comment stream. Hey, well, welcome, man. Thanks for tuning in.
Like 3 people alive that can touch.
I appreciate everybody that is hanging out and watching. We're almost to getting partnered, so every view in there counts. So appreciate all of you.
So here on defense, Orisa is still
a
the
lot of people do that.
better
just
pick.
So,
You can run a Diva. Diva or Hog is pretty good for off tank. Diva is a little bit better on defense, just because
Harry?
you can look to pull the or eat the orbs, as well as doing a lot of shield breaks, so Orisa can really push up. But if you have a good Hog player and you're hitting those combos like we were before, Hog is still 100% fine, just because you can get those initial, like, you know, pick combos off. And if you keep the pressure on them and they can't really push up and get space, you can pretty much full hold them really easily.
Bro, there's 2 Alexes, both silver border and both 4 stars. I follow. Hey, I appreciate that. What's up, sweet step? Trying to tier 2 next year is 12 hours. Too much or little? I mean, honestly, dude, doesn't really matter. Putting the amount of hours is good, but it's how you spend your hours.
Alright, so the first shield here is always a standard decent spot for you. This is the reason, because it's such a long silent, you can get some free damage in while you're, you know, waiting, but you wouldn't want to do more than 1 shield at this spot before you drop main.
I'm dropping down.
So that's why we're dropping main here. The reason is because now we can play the mega side if they break shield hard, or we can cut back to that first corner. So we saw them, you know, not play mine Rista shield. Easy pull up there. Combo, like, tell your Hog you're gonna look for a pull.
Yeah, I'm gonna wait for it over the top.
So we're letting our Hog know that's where we're looking for it. Rista used Fortify, so that's fine. So the next one we'll probably call it out and do it again.
Yep.
So as we're see how we're doing, like we're communicating whenever we have pull and hook. So that's what you want to be doing with your Hog every time.
Pull the Orisa. Oh, shoot.
You want to make sure you guys are always on the same page here. So since we do have like the forward pressure where you're pushing up to this corner, and they don't have, they keep pushing past, like, you know, there's the shield, so we're just getting those free hooks, and they really can't do much.
When they put a new shield, I'll pull. Yeah.
Widow's right side.
So there we got a little, did a little too fast.
We can
and we
pressure
waited.
this out. He's one dead.
We did too
Break
fast.
the shield. I can pull right here. Yep.
Just covering up pulls.
Can't do it on the dude.
This is that reason why that Hoggerus is strong on defense. If you look for these combos and communicate it all the time, there's nothing really much they can do to stop it.
I'm gonna pull him right here. Okay. I'm gonna rotate shield. Yeah, I'm gonna pull in a second. Right below, I think.
So yeah, there's just a little like mistake. Like we were always doing the top pulls, I didn't communicate enough,
okay, I'm using bongos and
long
bongos
enough to let them know that we're doing it below. So that was just my fault. And since they used bongos, I countered my bongos since we had our whole hog. You always want to look for ultimates that can work good with bongos, and whole hog's one of the main ones. So the reason why we use bongos right there is they put their bongos out in the open, so we went killed their bongos, and then we had the most value out of ours.
What I did. Like, what could I have done better?
I think On's is flanking.
And stuff like that. And that's how you can make it to tier 2. Not just playing ladder.
Oh my god! Dude, oh my god!
So we're trying to push up to the corner to help our team.
Oh my fucking god!
Pushed up a little too far. Since they killed our hog, we should have backed out to the second corner. But that was just a little bit of a misplay on positioning, but it's completely fine. Now we still have to come back and try and regroup as a team. So what we should have done is, instead of pushing all the way back there, we should have just played that second corner.
Okay, I can probably push out and touch. You guys ready?
So now we're going to push out, try and anchor point.
Pulling hog corner. Nice, on a one. Hog. He's very pulled. Shield in
So,
3, shield in 3.
so yeah, we're trying to use the card as cover here. So we won't really push past. We want to
We
make
might
them
be
out
able
of
to hold still.
position. So now we're just gonna do a little,
I'm pulling
you
Hanzo
know,
up. Hanzo 1.
pole dance, and we're calling our
Green kill,
pulls.
hog
So
down.
our Widow and Hanzo
Hog,
get
hog,
those
hog.
picks.
I can try and stall. I'm pulling it back there for you.
So just using that corner of the shield.
No, I just died. Fuck.
End up dying, but
Nice, 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 nice.
we're contesting enough to be able to hold a point, which is really, really good.
Just keep Calvin pocketed. I'll be back soon with bongos.
Oh, they're both right there.
It's winnable.
So the reason why I didn't
Almost
switch
there,
off
almost there.
to
2
like a
seconds, 2
tracer or a
seconds.
soldier is because we have the bongos and it's only 1 point.
I'm here. I can
So
touch.
we wanted to
Using
save the bongos in case we didn't hold, but now we have the
I picked their
bongos. We want to
Widow,
destroy
widow,
theirs
widow,
first, so
I'm
they
punching
can find
hog.
shield.
He's pro, please,
And now we have our bongos to do all the damages for our team.
Yeah, hog.
So since the hog is nano, as you can see, we're trying to use our brig as cover,
Yeah, focus on,
moving back and forth following her, so we couldn't get hooked or like damaged. There you go.
That's fucking. Let's go, boys. Let's get
Alright, so I know this was a little different than a normal guide, so hope it was still helpful to you guys
Holy.
and you learned how to play Junkertown. Thumbs up if you liked the video, and let me know what I could have done better or what you would have liked done in the comments below, so I can look to improve this for the next gameplay video. As always, thanks again for watching, guys. Until next video, peace out.
Count is insane. Honestly, he is.
Okay.
Oh. You were just getting the reset.
He had walls. He had walls.